Sparkling camera lights, boisterous fan applause, and glittery fancy dresses. A world that seems perfect on the surface, yet holds so many stories that never unfold. Behind those smiling faces are hidden feelings, words that are never spoken, and time that never sides. Among those who live life in the spotlight, there are two names that once rocked the Chinese entertainment world: Dilraba Dilmurat and Yong Yong. They are not just talented actors. They are two people who have fallen in love with each other. In silence. An impromptu meeting. The drama "You Are My Glory" became the intersection of two worlds. Dilraba, with her stunning beauty and professional bearing, meets Yong Yong, a calm actor with an alluring gaze of sharp eyes. Since the first time I read the script together, there was a different energy. They not only fused in roles, but also began to dive into each other outside the scenario. Filming in various places brought them closer and closer. From the desert, to the starry night sky, to the modern set in the middle of the city, they share laughs, jokes, and moments that only the two of them understand. There are scenes when their characters have to pretend to be in love with each other. But the camera can't lie to anyone. What appears is not just acting. "Have you ever been in love on set?" asked Dilraba one night on the set. "The one who just smiles." "Maybe. Who knows? I'm experiencing it now." The walls they built themselves. After the drama was successful and became the talk of many people, the two returned to their respective realities. A busy schedule, interviews, and public expectations made everything change. Even though their hearts were getting adrift, the world seemed to give them a high wall to block. Short messages remain. Video calls are sometimes made. However, no one dared to take it a step further. They are caught in a dilemma: maintain the image, or follow the inner voice. Dilraba is known to keep her privacy. He knew that once the public found out, his life would never be the same. Meanwhile, Yong Yong, under pressure from the agency and fanbase, did not want to be the reason Dilraba's career was interrupted. They both chose to remain silent, keep feelings deep, even when the longing disturbs their night. When fate comes too late. The following year, they met again at the year-end awards ceremony. It's been a long time, but the feeling has never gone away. Their eyes met on the red carpet. At a glance. But enough to realize that love still exists. After the show was over, with no escorts or hidden agendas, Yong Yong quietly waited near Dilraba's dressing room. It's raining raindrops. It all felt like a scene from a drama they had starred in. "I think time will heal everything," Yong Yong said. "But time makes it all the more real," Dilraba replies. They talked for a long time that night. Not about work. Not about the past. But about dreams they once ignored for fear of losing everything. "I still love you," he said softly. Dilraba looked at him. His eyes glazed over. "And I regret that I never dared to say it earlier." The choice between career and feelings. The following days, they began to see each other more often. Quietly. In places not open to the public. But the world of celebrities has never really made room for secret love stories. Speculation sprang up. Paparazzi began to follow. Advertising contracts began to press with clauses image that must be maintained. "What if we had to choose?" asked Dilraba one night in an apartment they rented just to talk without interruption. "I have chosen. I choose you," he said firmly. However, Dilraba is not that easy. For him, love is not enough to pay for everything for which he has been striving for more than a decade. He's scared. Fear of losing everything just because of one impulsive decision. Surrender or survive. A few months later, Dilraba disappeared from the public for several weeks. Rumors began to spread. Some say he went abroad. Some thought he was taking a break because of personal issues. Meanwhile, Yong Yong continues to live out his new project, but with a colder face than usual. They again became two separate stars. But behind the scenes, their hearts are still waiting for each other, still hoping for each other. Until one day, Dilraba showed up at the airport, wearing a hoodie and mask, walking quickly towards the international departure gate. The goal: Paris. Not for filming, but to see someone. On the other hand, Yong was also seen arriving in Paris 2 days later. No announcement, no clarification. Only vague photographs showed two silhouettes sitting next to each other in a small park near the Seine River. A love that is secretly fought. Since then, the public has become increasingly suspicious. But there is no confirmation of anything. There is no official statement. Only fans continue to look for signs. Same watch, similar place. Comments on social media that seem to respond to each other. But they remained silent. Because for Dilraba and Yong, happiness does not have to be announced. Sometimes love just needs room to breathe, away from the spotlight, away from expectations. If I could vote again, I would still vote for you, Dilraba said in a message she sent on Yong's birthday. And Yong replied, "This time, let's no longer let time be our enemy." A future they built themselves. Now, a few years after the drama that brought them together for the first time, Dilraba and Yong are already much more mature. They are better at dealing with gossip, more calm in the face of public pressure. And although there are no announcements yet, they no longer hide everything. Sometimes you see them on the same show. A glimpse of a smile, glance gaze. But enough to make fans realize that this story is still alive, still growing, still being fought. Not every love story should be announced magnificently. Not all couples have to appear in front of the camera to prove their love. Because the truth is, it is the one that quietly survives despite the storm. Dilraba and the one who may never admit it directly. But they chose another way. A calmer, deeper, and more meaningful way. They choose not to give up. They chose each other. And that's more than enough.